Kendrick Lamar's big Rolling Stone feature. He had a lot of interesting things to say, and we're going to start with him talking about ghostwriting. And I'm still losing all of my million notes that I have. All right. So Kendrick says it depends on what arena you're putting yourself in. I call myself the best rapper. I cannot call myself the best rapper if I have a ghostwriter. So if you're saying you're a different type of artist and you don't care about the art form and being the best, then so be it. But the title, it won't be there. So basically, if you want to be one of the best or the greatest of all time, you cannot have a ghostwriter. Do you all agree or disagree?
I agree. What I'm saying, like, not taking shots at nobody, that's just being real. Like, you know, like, music, that's art. It's like, what's his name, the Mona Lisa picture. There's somebody to help him paint it. You're not considered the greatest no more. True. Or you should give him that credit, or he should be up there with the greatest dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's just being real. But I feel where Kendrick come from, though. It's just being real. Not saying he throwing shots at Drake, but...
No, hold on. I think we gonna agree with the first part of this.
Yeah.
We all agree what he's saying. I mean, if you are the greatest, you shouldn't have a ghostwriter, someone paying your bars. I just don't think that this was a direct sub at the person a lot of people think it's talking about.
Rapper.
Yeah.
Not greatest artist or performer or hip-hop person. The specific word here is rapper. So yes, we'll all agree to that. We're not here to agree, and I don't feel well enough for us to agree. So let's disagree. Let's get to the fight.
Let's get to the disagree.
Let's do it.
Who the fuck else is he talking about here?
We gonna attribute it to Drake, but I don't think he said this just because of Drake. I think that's his overall set. Yo, he said this multiple times on songs before.
All right, so let's not talk about that. On how he defines a whack artist. Okay. Everything that Kendrick answered.
You reading notes? This is like new, man. You never come prepared.
He's got a baby on the way.
No, this shit is new. Okay.
In dad mode.
Yeah.
Trying to be mature. Somebody got to teach this nigga, man. Listen, all of this shit, it's not just this one particular paragraph. And if it were that, then I would side with you. That can apply to anybody. It's the entire interview coupled with him expressing this same sentiment for the past 4 years, 3 years. But as he's heated up, and he has heated up, he's been hot for a while, but he's been heating up. Yeah. This has become bolder and bolder. This has become a louder cry from not only, well, other people say it, but we don't care when other people say it. Yeah. We care when someone tagged as the best says it about someone else that we tag as the best. That's the only reason we care here. It's unfortunate to me that yet again we have to talk about Aubrey. I swear to God, I leave this show, we get all of these mentions saying that we should change the name of the show to Everyday Aubrey, all of this shit, because we talk about him every day. He's huge. I love it. But how can we not talk about him when the other huge artists seem to be targeting him this way? I don't give a fuck what you say. Who the fuck else is he talking about here?
Okay.
Drake is now the face of...
He's synonymous with ghostwriter. Yeah. His nickname
He has taken that title from Milli Vanilli. I'm old, so
Wait. He's taken the title or being synonymous with ghostwriter from... Are you saying to that level? Because Milli Vanilli, we just look at them as non-talented fools at this point.
Oh,
no disrespect.
Okay, so let me give you a history lesson.
Okay,
then.
please do.
In 1990 whatever, because I don't fucking remember. I don't remember yesterday. Milli Vanilli had, and I'm exaggerating here, maybe 50 hits in a row on the radio. They were the biggest thing in the universe. They were selling out arenas everywhere. They were sweating. They had dread wigs before these dread wig niggas. They were pioneers. Shout out to Kevin Louse. They were pioneers, right? And then the world had the helium sucked out of it when we learned they weren't performing these records. They weren't singing these records. So it's lip syncing, very different. But I'm talking about the magnitude of your superstardom as opposed to the public feeling like they had the rug pulled from underneath them. So that's what we're talking about here. And that's how a lot of people felt with Drake. Now, Drake is so loved that we don't really care. Times are different.
He's been succeeding more after like he got exposed.
Times are different. Hip hop has changed. We don't really give too much of a fuck, which is why I get confused when we start giving a fuck about the other rappers giving a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck that Drake is not writing these rhymes.
Is that true though?
No. Well, I believe Kendrick is kind of just boxing everybody out of this best rapper title. Everybody who's claimed it before, He's just boxing niggas out to say, y'all niggas can't claim this shit. This is me. I'm putting up the numbers now just like y'all, and my integrity's there. Because the second quote where he's talking about having that hit record, he's saying, yeah, it's great to have a hit record. Not at the sacrifice of my integrity, which is obviously helping or getting somebody to help out with rhymes. But Drake is synonymous with so much of the fuck shit he's addressing. We just say he's talking to Drake. He mentioned Drake later in this article, right? And he tried to give him a little big up when he said, yo, I love Drake records, singing and rapping. And it seemed like he wasn't trying to throw any shade at him. But anytime he speaks on ghostwriter, unless he says, I love a ghostwriter, it's going to look like he's taking shots at Drake.
Okay, well now I can't say what I said yesterday about thinking somebody is trash but not disliking them. I can't say that and just roll with that. Damn, I just had a
hold your
great
point.
point I was about to
I feel like Quan was about to have
Come on, we gotta have our guest check.
Come on,
How many
diss
rappers
somebody,
do you feel
man.
actually
Diss
write?
somebody.
What you say?
How many artists do you feel rappers write their own rhymes versus rappers who don't?
I would say
Rough estimate.
probably like 70%.
Do write their rhymes.
Yeah, I'd say about 75% probably write their rhymes, probably 30%. But like, you know who the people, like you can tell by the songs they got writers on, like you can hear the written parts. Like me as an artist, like we discredit artists who have ghostwriters. Like as an artist, we feel as if you cheating, bro. You cheating. Like, you got an upper hand.
So fans might not always know, right? You're artists, you have a better ear for these things. Within your circles, privately, how do you move with those people? Does that make sense?
What you mean?
Like fans will love them regardless, right? They just want a hit song. But like internally, are you not as accepting? You said you look at them like they're cheating, right?
Yeah,
but
but
is it
I'm
something
just
you
saying-
actually
You look at
talk
them like
about?
they're on roids, yo.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
Got
cheating
steroids.
because like you just put your whole face on. Like you see a singer song, like sometimes you see a song got like 9, 10 writers. But most of the rappers, you don't have nobody. It might be 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you're in the booth, like my buddy might help me out with a line, but he ain't just, we ain't having reference tracks.
Right.
That's cheap.
Like Drake is one of the only artists who, like you just said, when you read the credits, and I know that that's a thing of the past, there are a lot of writers, a lot of them.
Yeah.
That's now. I'm not knocking him for that. I don't think that's a bad thing, but it's a luxury that most artists are not afforded. He's able to do that. So I'm gonna take this a little deeper.
Wait, no.
I can't forget my point. I can't. This is a great point because I'm gonna defend Drake.
Okay.
I'm going to defend Drake. I'm still going to diss him later, but I'm going to defend him now. Drake gets the bad rap when it comes to the helping, because forget about ghostwriting. I don't want to talk about ghostwriting anymore. You know how many of our favorite rappers today are not making the songs at all? Let's talk about that. And that never gets spoken about because, you don't know someone's creative process.
Yeah.
You don't know.
What do you mean they're not making the song?
I love this moment where we get to teach you.
Great. No, go ahead. What do you mean not making the song?
Well, Unforgettable.
Okay.
For example.
What you mean? They're
I
getting
can
a
name
finished
a
song.
million of those songs, but I won't because it's like a secret society. I respect this. I won't name the song. But
No, we can
there's
tell.
a bunch of songs where the label just go to where they think they can get a hit and they just hand it to a rapper and now you insert that rapper and we could tell. We can hear it. So now we're going
Travis, Quavo, Sway Lee.
So
The hook thing,
it's a
the
whole lot
hook
more.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot more. So now what I'm saying is everybody gonna play the same game, but we only gonna diss Drake?
I think it's because Drake is in another.
He's the most public.
He's another-
fuck
And
that.
by the way, with Drake got about like 200 writers on every album, right? But here's the thing.
But so.
No. All right, here's the thing. Like, we're acting like this is like such a new phenomenon. Like before, there was probably on certain rappers, and I don't want to point names or point fingers, but they just didn't credit them. Right? There were actual ghosts. Like now the writers you see, the writers are on Wikipedia. You don't have to like guess.
The writers are doing interviews.
Yeah, the writers.
For real.
The writers
The
getting
writers
stuff.
like, oh, it's not, that was me, my shit. They ain't keeping the code or nothing.
Yeah, then a lot of them coming out making music. Wasn't Bryson Tiller right for a long time before he just came out?
Yeah.
Like a lot of them just tired of sitting in the back now. You feel me?
Hey, well, that's a good
Yeah,
thing
but
about the
Bryson gotta
internet.
stop because he's still trying to be in the back now that he out.
Well, the good thing, I remember like, I think with R&B especially, right? R&B, like if you didn't look a certain type of way, you didn't have that presence, your voice wasn't up to par, you knew you had to be a writer, you got to go away. Now with the internet, you can look ugly, fat. It don't matter. Just
we were talking about that the other day. You know, like growing up, man, coming up, it was almost like you had to be a pretty boy in order to make it in the industry. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't a rapper, like coming up, you were more singers than rappers. Like you might have had 3 rappers from Atlanta at that time.
Yeah.
Where you can call everybody out. Now, so man, you don't even know who you listening to.
Yeah.
You got to put a picture on who you listening to.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And that's why I stop you when we rush to call something a hit. Because songs a lot of times become more popular than the artists and last longer than the artists today, unfortunately. And the artists today, because you get so much success and because technology is at your hands, so we really running shit, because of that, we not really, some of the newer acts fall victim to not getting back in the studio and trying to attack quickly again. You know, you reap the benefits and the fruits of your success off your one song, and now next year you're finished. So that's the only reason I stop you a lot of times when the songs are, and you like, oh, we fucking rocking, we gonna, and I'm like, slow down, this is magic happening, let's just wait a second.
I mean, Quan, like when you had your first big hit, right? When that shit came out, did you feel like the song was bigger than you? At any point?
At that time, I say my first song was like some type of way.
Yeah,
I never felt as if like the song was bigger than me because I know like that song was never like to me, like as an artist, it was never a favorite. It was something I did fast. And I knew it was just like the word had yet to see what I could do. Yeah. You know, it just happened to take off in some type of way.
Now, to my point, when I heard Rich Homie Quan some type of way, hit, smash, loved the record, but I'm conditioned to ignore people's first record because I know how it happens. He kept coming with records. Consistency, that's him producing. Once you show the ability to produce you, not be reliant on, now I'm with it, now I'm rolling, I'm not listening to your first record, I don't care, success, hits, Grammy, I don't care, I'm not rolling, show me the second one. Show me the third one.
True. But back to the topic with this, man, it's so unfortunate that Drake is the goddamn only known culprit of so many things.
Leaving Drake.
No.
What the fuck?
Because I'm trying to stay on topic. We don't have to talk about Drake, but just Kendrick comments in its entirety. I think there's nobody that's gonna disagree with anything that Kendrick said. Yeah. But because we kind of want to niggas want to see that Kendrick and Drake beef.
Kendrick want that smoke now that he's dressing in leather suits.
You gotta think like Kendrick's done stepped all the way. I just feel as if Kendrick going
you
to
think
everybody.
Kendrick won't smoke like from Drake like that?
I'm not gonna say he won't smoke. I just feel as if he won't smoke with anybody. Whoever want to just take that spot, I'm giving it to you. He going at somebody. That's what he do. Whoever want to step up to the other spot, who want to go?
I think you'll body anybody.
Now the problem with this is
the way I
Rich Homie Quan is right. Come on, you know my memory bad. You just want to talk and make me forget my shit. I'm bodying this shit. I'm tired. I got a headache. The problem.
Already?
No.
Write the shit
What
down
did you
for
just say? I'm not forgetting my point. Shut the fuck up. What did you just say?
He's going at anyone who wants to come to that spot.
Okay, now the problem with that is there's a million of us feel like we can rap better than Kendrick. You have to fit a certain criteria to even be acknowledged in this. Yeah. Drake keeps coming up because Drake fits all the criteria. You got the numbers, you got the impact, you have the music, you have the look,
the people.
You have So Kendrick is looking like Kendrick. I keep telling you about them TDE niggas, man.
Hey, well, no, of course, Kendrick is ready
you
to
should
flame
meet
anyone.
Some of these TDE niggas, man. Ab Soul gonna come in here and tell you he rap better than the world, and believe it. When Kendrick say it, he believe it. They ain't just talking. Some of these niggas are just talking.
No, but I'm saying, do you think he's trying to engage in some type of rap beef?
Aaron Judge, 500 feet out of the park. Kendrick is standing at the plate. He is daring someone who fits the criteria.
Yeah,
not all of us. I can diss Kendrick right now. Kendrick ain't gonna say a word. Kendrick gonna laugh. He'll text me and say LOL.
You know what? Well, if the way he went at Big Sean, that shit was vicious.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. See, that was.
Don't lie on the Quan. That's right.
That was ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like that was R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? And we knew it. That's what I'm saying. Like he's just so hungry, and like for him to even say the ghostwriting, like you said, like nothing against Drake, but everybody know like Drake like the top on the ghostwriting list, cause that's all we know about right now. Knowing there's a lot of other artists that do it, so for him to say that, you know, he know what he's doing.
He bodied that point because Sean is a perfect example. Sean almost fits every criteria. He almost does. And when he does it, we may see this get for real. We are not seeing this get for real because I'm assuming Kendrick don't think that Sean fits all the criteria. Yeah. Enough for a few bars here and there. Yeah. Enough to call you a little bitch in the hook. But you're not getting the full wrath of my brain power here.
Hey, truth be told, Drake kind of been backing off that like
what
I'm the
best.
Yeah.
I'm on Sean and Kendrick.
Nah, yo, listen, we were talking about it. Listen, he's kind of backed off saying he's the best though. Like now he's cleverly trying to say, I'm not top 5, I'm 2, but I'm not 2. He's not really holding up. Really though. Like before he was like last name ever, first name greatest. Yeah. He's letting y'all know. Now ever since then he's kind of like just reminding y'all in a very clever roundabout way. But
I'm top 2, but I'm not 2. Have fun.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's crazy, man.
If y'all are correct, which I kind of agree with y'all a little bit in terms of Kendrick is waiting to see if Drake is gonna bite the bait, and he's ready to Big Sean him. I don't want to use Big Sean like that. Big Sean, I rock with you.
Yeah.
But he's ready. He's ready to bite him. He's ready to, because I think Sean coming back. Let's not get fucking confused. I think Sean coming back.
Oh, you mean again?
Yes.
Wait.
I think. I don't know.
When was the last time he came?
After he's done culling with Jhené Aiko, like he'll come back with some bar, but he's gonna come back. He gotta come back.
Man, Sean looking like he fucking is applying way more beard butter than he used to. That nigga's mad lathered and he looking good too. So I don't even know if he ready for that type of war. You know what I mean? He wearing pink leathers. That nigga look, he got a style of him and Jhené wearing matching shirts. I don't know if he ready for war like that. It's like me, I'm having a baby. I ain't ready for no war. I'm chilling.
Yeah. Let Drake send one subtweet, nigga. You in the booth right
now. That's what I'm saying. Kendrick setting the bar so high, bro. That's all. Like, he's setting it high. If you want smoke, he basically saying, come on, step up.
And he is claiming king to the point where he's almost trying to say
everything he talking about.
Is anybody down there?
And it's just like Kendrick waited to say, yeah, I'm the greatest. In his mind, he been knew he was the greatest since he first started. But you see how he just waited. All his interviews now. Yeah, I'm the greatest. I won't be calling myself the greatest if I didn't feel as I'm the greatest. And nobody stopped him.
He started every interview like that now. Kendrick, how you doing? I'm doing like the greatest does. I'm the greatest. Facts. That's what's happening.
But in your mind, you got to know you're a king before anybody else treat you like a king. And ain't nobody questioning his greatness yet. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like, you don't hear nobody come out.
Okay. Do y'all think someone should? Because of course, as a rapper, when you're on that level, you're supposed to believe you're the greatest.
Yeah.
You think somebody else should? Like, you see the other rappers who are of that caliber, I don't think they have that I don't want to say machismo, but they won't lay claim to the throne like how Kendrick will.
Exactly.
Kendrick's the only one.
Criteria.
Cole ain't doing it.
Criteria.
Cole came out of the interview by saying, "Listen, I ain't competing with these other niggas. I'm just me."
I believe it. But
in his mind, he know he the greatest. Still, like you can't tell him he not the greatest.
Kind of say it, man.
You right, nigga. You right.
Cole is another one of them niggas, and it's very few niggas, and maybe 5% of rappers with integrity. So I don't think Cole don't care nothing about it's fucking. And if it's cold, then if it don't apply, let it fly. You go right over. Cole chilling somewhere in North Carolina, mad that neighbors think he's selling drugs.
True. That is a fact.